This is the Basilica of Santa Maria Assunta at Aquileia in northeastern Italy. As we see it, the church dates to the 11th century, with a few later modifications. But the floor, revealed during restoration work more than 100 years ago, is much older. In the 4th century, not long after the Edict of Milan made Christianity legal, the Bishop of Aquileia commissioned a large basilica. The floor of that basilica, spread out before us, is a marvel of early Christian iconography. And at more than 760 square meters, it's enormous, the largest single Roman mosaic in Italy. The floor is divided into 10 sections. 9 of these, like those in front of us, consist of geometric motifs alternating with ornamental panels. The 10th and largest section is a marine scene at the apse end. There are many images of animals worked into the floor. Some, like these, appear to be decorative, but others have a symbolic significance. An intriguing example is here near the entrance, where we have, unfortunately upside down, a rooster and a tortoise. The rooster, which crows at dawn, is associated with light, with good, with the church. The tortoise, whose Koine Greek name meant inhabitant of Tartarus, was associated with the darkness, with evil, with the enemies of the church. So here, where a triumphant rooster is cowing a hapless tortoise, we have the victory of Christianity. One of the most familiar motifs here on the floor is that of Jesus as the Good Shepherd. We see him here with an injured lamb over his shoulders and a syrinx, panpipes, in his hand. Around him are beasts of the air, of the field, and of the sea, symbolizing how the flock of Christ encompasses all of nature, that is, all of mankind. Here are a series of portraits. It's usually assumed that these represent benefactors, Christians who gave money for the building of the church. An alternative theory is that this represents the family of Constantine, the first Christian emperor. We have here a series of scenes traditionally associated with nature and the harvest. And between them, in this larger panel, is a winged figure holding the laurel and the palm of victory. This might look like Victoria or Nike, but in truth it's an angel, and the triumph that this angel is celebrating is the victory of the church. The marine scene that dominates the apse end of the church features a dizzying array of aquatic creatures. Among them, angels in boats are fishing. The boat symbolizes the church, and the angels are preachers, bringing every soul they can catch to the safety of the kingdom of heaven. On this side of the marine scene, we have the story of Jonah and the whale. This story was important for early Christians because it was seen as an allegory for the death and resurrection of Christ. In this first scene, Jonah is fed head first by his accommodating crewmates to this exotic sea creature, meant to be the whale. Here we see the monster regurgitating Jonah, and here, freshly spewed up, we see Jonah taking his ease beneath a grapevine. It seems fitting to close with this inscription for Theodore, the bishop who built this basilica. It reads, "Fortunate Theodore, you have, with the help of God and your congregation, built and gloriously dedicated this church."